Recently, I've been playing a lot of fighting games, and honestly, I owe a lot of that thanks to my arcade stick that I bought a while back, the HORI Real Arcade Pro 4. It's got aggressive angles, yet sleek, quick and responsive buttons, and a satisfying knob. Like I said before, I picked it up for fighting games, but it's actually proven to be a lot more useful than that. So today, I wanted to talk about a few of my favorite games to play with this arcade stick. It's Arcade Fever. Let's take a look. The first one worth mentioning has gotta be Ikaruga. I love the old-style space shooters like Galaga, but let's be reasonable, we want something newer. Ikaruga scratches that itch. The really cool part about this game is the polarity system. You can switch your ship between black and white, and it'll absorb the same color bullets from the ships on screen. It'll also do double damage to ships of the alternate color. This allows the screen to be full of bullets and still be really manageable, and it's just a ton of fun. Now, I'm no expert at this game, but judging from what I have learned, what's really important is using the chain combo system if you're going to make it through in one credit. By killing same-colored enemies in sets of 3, you can make a chain combo, and that chain can stack for massive score bonuses to get those extra lives. However, when you don't utilize the chain combo, it breaks. This is really cool because when you get into advanced levels of the game, it becomes less of a bullet hell and almost more of a puzzle solver. It's really unique, and it's definitely worth checking out. Speaking of bullet hells, I also recently got into what might be some of the most Japanese games I've ever played. The bullet hell shooters developed by Cave are something else entirely. I've never seen so much going on screen. I've never had so much firepower, and I've never had more fun with a space shooter. The quick gameplay loop and focus on perfection really lends itself to replayability, and using the fight stick is absolutely perfect for those fine-tuned movements. I already said I was terrible at Ikaruga, but I'm really bad at these ones. The games almost beg you to replay them, perfect them, and seek that extra content, so I'm definitely going to be spending more time with them in the future. I don't know about you guys, but the games that I sank the most quarters into in the arcades were beat-em-up games. Stuff like Double Dragon and River City Ransom, Golden Axe and the Ninja Turtles games. In recent years, the beat-em-up games have really been shining, especially with .emu's work. Shredder's Revenge last year was one of the most fun times I've ever had in a beat-em-up. It's an homage to the classic Turtles arcade games with plenty of modern stylings, and if you can find the people, you can play up to 6-player co-op. This game is always great to pick up and play, but there's not a lot of content in it. So in that same vein of beat-em-ups, I would suggest another one by the same developer, Streets of Rage 4. Streets of Rage 4 is excellent. It brings a retro genre into the modern era and packs it with so much content. There's still plenty I haven't seen in this game, but it handles so beautifully. They did a great job in improving combos and adding more style and variety into the moveset, and the arcade stick, again, is a perfect fit for this. I sank more quarters than anything into those beat-em-up games, so Streets of Rage 4 and Turtles Shredder's Revenge are perfect throwbacks to that nostalgic vibe for me. If we're talking about old school arcade genres, we can't go without mentioning the run and gun. Metal Slug holds a special place in my heart, and I still love going back to Super Contra on the NES. I play a lot of these games with the D-pad now, but it feels great to go back and play these games on an arcade stick as well. And one particular favorite of mine is Cuphead. Cuphead's got all the fixings of an old school run and gun, with such a charming aesthetic and a great soundtrack. The controls can feel a little bit weird at first getting used to the arcade layout, but they feel really natural and precise as you get used to them. It's been a blast going through this game and trying out all the bosses with the new arcade stick, though I still haven't beaten it yet. I'll get you, King Dice! And now, one last genre that you might not expect to be a good fit for the fight stick: turn-based RPGs. A while back, I booted up Final Fantasy VI, and I had an amazing time playing through it with my fight stick in my lap. It was the middle of winter. I just put on my pajamas, got some hot cocoa, and curled up with an RPG. Having it right at my fingertips and also not having the controller in my hands made for a really relaxing experience sinking that much time into a game. And you spend a surprising amount of time navigating menus. It's cool to have it feel natural. Of course, on top of all this, you've got the reason that I picked the thing up in the first place: fighting games. My personal favorites right now are the 2D anime fighters from Arc System Works. We'll talk more about the fighting games later, but the point is, there's a wealth of gaming options that a fight stick opens up for you, and I think any serious gamer should consider investing in one. Thanks again for watching, guys, and hopefully you'll check some of these games out. We'll see you around next time.